Well, hello, this is Mark Van de Wetering of brainwagon.org, Brainwagon Radio, and this is just sort of a demonstration that I thought I'd try and make of how I actually record podcasts using my PC at home. As you can see, I've got a ton of icons. I'm actually a really sloppy desktop owner, but what I normally do is if I'm going to use certain audio clips, I bring them up with QuickTime so that I can play them. So here's my theme music, which I can play. And it's just easy to use the QuickTime player to start these things up because you can queue a whole bunch of different ones and have them all ready to go. The second application that I use a great deal is called Audacity. It's the audio editor that I use, and when you bring it up, it sort of looks like this. And if you see that I was talking here and recording, I would get sound recording like this. And if I play my music, you can see that it's also being recorded simultaneously. So the trick is, how do I manage to pull this off? Well, that's where the real trick comes in. I'm going to stop this recording for a moment, and get rid of it. The trick is in two things. One is the thing you really have to watch is the sound control. Excuse me. If you go down here to the little speaker and click Adjust Audio Properties, you'll see a couple of things. And under Audio, you can set the default device. Now, in my case, I actually have set this thing actually has a fairly complicated audio setup. So you may need to adjust these to get the audio set up to be exactly what you want. Like I say, this sound card is complicated. It actually has both, it has like 7.1 sound, so there's actually multiple devices that you can set for sound recording. And I just by sort of trial and error discovered that this is the right one. I'm going to cancel out of this because I'm actually using this to also record this, so I don't want to screw that up. So otherwise you would say that. And if you open the volume controls, here's where you're most likely going to need to make some adjustments. So if you go under Options and look at Properties, you'll say you'll be able to adjust things for different devices. And for the playback, what I've set here is the playback device. There's a whole bunch of devices, and notably, by trial and error, I've discovered not that the microphone is important. In fact, it's actually this F pink button. This off like this. See that my voice is cutting in and out. That's what actually controls the playback. And I've set the levels to be fairly near midpoint for the whole thing. That just makes everything sort of easier. So this is the playback. Now it doesn't look like these. It's important to set these right, even though it's going to record, because what you're actually going to record from, if you go to another device, you'll see these are the recording devices, and they include a stereo mixer device. That's what this one is. And in order to select that as the recording device, you need to click this button down here. What that does is it takes all the devices that are used for playback, which include, again, the microphone that I've queued on the other side, and records their output rather than the input. And so, go back to the output devices. You can see again, the F pink is set, it's not muted, which is why I'm recording it, and it's set to sort of be the mid-range. So this is the whole magical thing. Now, in fact, my laptop actually has a much simpler setup. It only has a single set of devices, so you can just toggle back and forth between the playing and the recording. But that's all you really need to do to make it work. So I normally leave this open because I may want to actually mute the microphone as I'm clicking it on and off again. You may want to mute the microphone during playback. Other than that, the one other thing you might need to do is to go into Audacity's preferences, and you need to set the playback and recording devices to be appropriate as well. And again, I've just set this to be the rear output for mine and the appropriate recording device. You may or may not need to modify this, but that's something else you need to do. And if you get this all going, then what you can do is you can click the record button, and start playing your thing. So normally I mute the microphone by And this is Mark Vanderwooden for Brainwagon Radio. Today is October 6, 2004, and this is just a test to show you how I go about doing these things. And that's really pretty much all there is to it. There really isn't, I don't have to use a whole lot of external mixers or weird software. You can get Audacity off the internet really easily. And most of the rest of the stuff is just completely off-the-shelf hardware. I don't have to do anything like Adam's been talking about using Soundflower or Line-In and all these other sorts of additions. I just do the whole thing using this. And that's sort of my default recording setup. Now, in fact, you can do a whole lot of mixing and stuff with Audacity, but for the general purpose recordings, you shouldn't have to. And that's what makes it all cool. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope that you can listen to this and look at what I've clicked on and sort of extrapolate this to your own PC setups and use this to start working on your own webcasts. If you find this to be helpful, or if you have any questions, you can go ahead and mail me. My email address is markv@brainwagon.org, and let me know that you downloaded this and tried it out, and let me know if this is helpful. And I guess this concludes my demonstration. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you on the weblog. Thanks a lot. Bye.